Match day -1 here in the States, taking on the US Women's National Team tomorrow. Obviously just finished up our first and only training session at Kansas City. Just first off, how have the team pulled up after all the travel over the last few days, or last tour really, the last week, and what do you make of the conditions here in the States?
I'm really happy with the team. Their professionalism around the recovery, obviously we've had to move a lot and we've had 2 quick games, and to get to this final game and have everybody available is pretty impressive in itself. So, no, really happy with the team. In Kansas, yeah, it's a nice change from being up in altitude and the heat of Mexico. So, got in yesterday, had a bit of a look around. It's very Kiwi-like conditions, so should suit us a little bit better.
And obviously a frustrating couple of results against Mexico. What lessons or what have you sort of learned of the team over those last 2 games, and is there anything that can be applied to this game coming up?
Yeah, learned a lot. I think the first game I still reflect on that, and it was a hard one to sort of judge us by, just with the lack of preparation time, obviously going into those conditions. It wasn't easy for the group, but I thought the effort was there. We just lacked the quality that I've seen probably the last few tours. I was happy with the shifts in general between game 1 and 2 against Mexico. I think there was enough for me to walk away and be happy that we had shift, and I thought particularly the second half, the way we pressed was a lot better and we created a few chances across that game. So that was pleasing, but the problem was we had conceded a couple, one very soft set play goal, and obviously reviewing the second goal, it wasn't a goal, but at the same time we probably caused our own problems in that situation as well. So we just got to be better against the top teams we want to beat. We can't afford to give them a head start, and then we also need to be a little bit more clinical, is probably the main lessons, but seen plenty from the group on and off the pitch over the last few days.
And with the games coming so thick and fast, is it likely that we see a few more changes tomorrow?
Look, I think, like I said, the main positive here is that selected a group, made a really big point around their readiness coming in. They've turned up, they've shared the load across those 2 games, given me some good options to look at. I guess the best way we can start this game against a very strong US team. And so, yeah, I can expect probably a couple of changes, but I'm also looking for some proper impact off the bench across the 90 minutes as well. So, yeah, still a little bit of work to do around my thinking, but one thing I can be sure for is that these players are up for the challenge to play US on their home soil in front of their crowd that I'm no doubt will be very loud and be into the game.
Yeah, and obviously a massive challenge against one of, if not the best team in the world. What is the sort of mindset in the team? How do you prepare for a game like this? And is there a belief that you can cause an upset?
There's always belief. I mean, there's stranger things that happen in football. Yeah, look, they're tough. I think what Emma's done the last 12 months with that squad, you can see by the sheer numbers of players she's sort of brought through and had a look at. She's obviously trying to really link the culture and their identity strongly with the playing model, but also what she believes in terms of what football looks like. So that's been, personally, like to see that from afar has been really interesting to watch play out. But at the same time, I think the trap is that we start to get over-concerned with what Emma and that US team are going to do, and actually, I think just focusing on what we're doing and getting more out of what we do is probably the main focus. But it's exciting to play the best, like all of these players should be, and players coming through the system and back home. These are the games you want on your CV. These are the moments that I think are really important for Kiwis to not just be part of, but actually thrive in. And look, there won't be many that will be thinking we can do anything in this game, but what's key is that within this camp we believe we can go and do something in that game. And for me, it's just I just want to see a shift in the way we operate, and try and take our moments when we get them.